folks, Fat Guy Flies RC here. Coming down the runway is the AT6 Texan. Whoa. Now this plane's as you can see, little squirrely tail dragger. So don't be in a big hurry coming down the runway. Stay on your rudder gently. Small corrections. And as you can see, she's a little squirrely on the runway. Typical tail dragger. Let's get out here and do our control surface test. We got right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. And if you kind of look underneath, she's got the split flaps. Now, yes, this plane is discontinued with e-flite. However, this was a very popular plane, both in real life and in the model here by e-flite. Understand, Horizon Hobby and e-flite lately in the past year and a half has been bringing back all their planes with new receivers and new ESCs, smart ESCs. So do not be surprised if this plane doesn't come back and make a reappearance in their inventory. It's a very good flying warbird. It's considered a naval, I guess a naval trainer, an Air Force trainer for World War II. I want to say this is what you trained in before the T-28. Now, you history buffs will have to correct me. I'm not sure, but I believe this is what you trained in before you trained in the T-28 Trojan. So, anyways, there you go. I brought her up out of my mothball fleet, so to speak. She hasn't flown in forever, so I'm just going to be doing landings and takeoffs and passes, so nothing fancy. So there we go. But just so you know, I've already done my range test. Gear up. So now the gear on this plane is very short, but then again, so was the real gear on the real plane. Short and stubby. So
time remaining 4 minutes.
Good looking plane though.
Gear down. Landing flaps.
I'm running a 3200 Smart Pack in her right now, just so you know. See if I can't get a landing out of her. Oh, that wind. Probably don't even need flaps right now. Didn't even need flaps, as you can see. Which I really shouldn't even have them on going into that much wind. So that doesn't really give you a good warbird landing, her floating in like that. Very stable plane though. Of course, I'm only running the AS3X right now. I'm not running a safe. I mean, a safe is there, I guess, if I wanted it, but I don't want it. I'm gonna leave the gear up. Okay. I don't like landings from this side for some reason, from this approach. See, I should have touched down a little bit earlier and had more of a rollout. But we'll try that again. All right. And she jumps right off into the air. Feels like she needs a little bit of up trim.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps. Takeoff flaps.
We'll just try takeoff flaps this time. A little bit better.
Flaps up.
Yeah, I think we could do with no flaps at all for sure. Bug fly in my ear. Alright. Try that again. Staying on that rudder. Alright, we're going to try landing her again. Man, bugs. Nope, didn't like that. Too much of a bounce. Too much bounce.
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
There's my minute timer. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. One more time, because you know I gotta do one more time. Try not to blind you there. Just like I said, I'm running a 3200, walking down the runway a little bit here. A 3200 Smart Pack in her. So. She's coming to it way too hot.
Landing flaps.
Yeah, the wind's died down enough now. I guess I could use my flaps. Yeah, there we go.
Flaps up. Time expired.
Yeah.
Takeoff flaps.
Maybe takeoff flaps will be just enough. There's just enough wind, or I'm kind of in that in-between stage where, you know, I kind of need flaps to slow her down, but yet still I got enough wind to slow her down, so it's kind of a, you know, kind of that in-between sort of. Bounce, but still recovered good.
Flaps up.
We're gonna do it one more time. I've got a bigger battery in there than it calls for it. Calls for a 2200 to maybe a 3000 3S, and I think my approach is too high too. That might be. This should be better. Yeah. A little bit better. More of a bounce, but still. All right, well, there you go, folks. That is the e-flite AT6 Texan naval or Air Force trainer. And yeah, Air Force trainer. Thank you so much for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC, and look out for this plane, folks. What you want to hear? Motor off. Don't be surprised if this doesn't appear back on the website, back at Horizon Hobby. This was a very popular selling plane, and if you've noticed, like I said earlier in the video, they've been bringing planes back with new ESCs and new receivers and reintroducing them, and so this was very popular and it sold a lot of them, so don't be surprised if you don't see it again. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all.